All right, hello and welcome to the first ever episode of UnBEARable. Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Quick note, you can find the audio and video for this episode and every episode after this at leightonward.com/unbearable. I'll be posting everything there. It'll be a cool, fun time. Since it's the first episode, I feel obligated to kind of, talk about what this whole thing is about. Basically, it'll be me drinking and talking about shit. And occasionally I will have on guests, mainly local comedians, and we will drink and talk about shit. Unless they don't drink, which I respect. Alright, but I do. Also, I've got something cool here. Yeah, this is what I call the Wheel of What. And if you're listening and not watching, that is a fucking prize wheel. Alright? And if you're wondering, hey, what is the Wheel of What? Well, it will determine what annoying thing our guests have to do. Just make the podcast a little more unbearable. Alright, killing it. Yeah. And it'll be cool. Okay? Better appreciate it. I paid like $60 for that shit on Amazon, and it's cool as hell. It even makes a noise. Wait, listen. Oh yeah. It's like we're on a game show. Okay. I don't really know how to start the episode. I guess I technically already did, but I don't have like one of those cool little jingles that I can play at the beginning. Like, I do need to get a jingle, so hey, if you're a jingler and you're watching this, hook me up with a jingle. Otherwise, I will buy a jingle shortly here, and we will play that jingle at the beginning of every episode, and it'll be really cool. It'll be like all the good podcasts. So, anyway, let me open another beer. I don't know if you guys saw this. You may have. Stormy Daniels is starting to do comedy, and yeah, pretty fucking interesting. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really care. I don't. I see a lot of people out there like, oh, fucking hating on her or whatever. I don't know. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna buy tickets. I'm not gonna watch it, so I don't really give a shit. And I know that she isn't the reason I'm not getting booked, okay? The reason I'm not getting booked is because nobody knows who I am, and I am not that funny. Although I think I'm a little funny, but maybe other people don't. Yeah, I feel, I don't know, almost bad for her, though, because she's jumping into comedy, and she's already, like, a well-known name, you know what I mean? Like, I could not imagine doing that. Yeah, it's just so much harder to be funny when people already know who you are, because you can go straight to headlining and, playing clubs and shit. So, like, when you get into comedy, that's like the whole fucking thing. Is like, you have to learn how to be funny. And I feel like you don't really get that, Because over the years of getting to the point where you begin headlining, that's all you trying to get funnier and funnier and get in front of people who will book you and prove that you're funny. You know what I mean? Like, when you're out there trying to prove yourself, then you're gonna, like, constantly be rewriting your material, making it better, working on new material, crying, like, fucking, I don't know. I just feel like, too, the audience will be, like, lighter and more receptive if you're already well known, because they know who they're coming to see, you know. So material that may bomb at an open mic, you know, like, people seem, you know, they're kind of into it. And I don't think that'll really give you a good gauge on, you know, how good your material is. And you may be thinking, oh, but what about, like, you know, like big comedians, you know, people know who they are. How do they make good material if everybody is going to laugh at everything that they say anyway? Well, the answer is that they know how to write good material because they had to start from being a nobody and grind all the way up to being to the point where people know who they are. And in that process, you become funny. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If you really want to get funny, you have to do, like, open mics. You show up at a bar. It's 1 a.m. Fucking, you've been waiting there for 3 hours. You're hungry. You're drunk. Maybe not drunk. Well, I'm drunk. But maybe other people don't get drunk. But, you know, I'm at a bar, so fucking whatever. And, you know, there's, like, 5 fucking people in the crowd. And they're like, oh, fuck this guy. You know, you get up there, and they're not, like, receptive of you, because they don't know you, and they've already watched, like, 20 other comedians. And then you have to go up there and do the, you know, your material and try to get them to laugh. And that, like, I feel like is one of the things that pushes you to get funnier, because you have to, you know, learn how to read your audience and pull them in and, you know, have material to back it up. I don't know. I feel like she was kind of, like, at that point where she's, like, famous, and she's like, hey, I can go do comedy, and fucking people will buy the tickets, and all I have to do is talk and be funny, and, but I don't know. I feel like she's probably gonna eat shit and realize that comedy is super fucking hard, especially without building, like, that base of becoming funny. I don't know. But more power to her. Whatever. It's not affecting me. And to those comedians who were like, I don't know. Fuck off. Who cares? I mean, I don't even know shit about Stormy Daniels. I know there was that thing with her and Trump, but I really did not fucking pay any attention to that. Like, I don't even know what happened there, what that was all about. I'm just so, like, burned out on it. You know what I mean? Fucking, I don't know. That's, like, one of the reasons that it pains me going on Twitter, because everybody's just like, oh, fuck Trump, fuck Trump. And, like, you know, I'm not saying I like Trump. I get it. Yeah, fuck Trump. But who gives a shit anymore? Like, we've all heard it. Like, everybody's on board. Who are you talking to? It's like a fucking echo chamber of just people like, fucking, And I don't know. I just don't really give a shit about it anymore. And I know that's probably me being, like, privileged and like, oh, this doesn't affect me. But, I mean, it doesn't. And if it did, I'd be doing a whole lot more than just posting on social media, because I don't think that's doing shit. That's where, you know what? I agree with the French. Fucking get out there, fuck some shit up, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to incite a riot or anything, you know. Not that I have the power to. If I did, maybe I would. That'd be kind of funny. But no, it's like, oh, I'm gonna say the same fucking thing over and over to people who already agree with me. Like, how about we don't? Because what's that fucking doing? I'd rather do nothing and just sit here and not get stressed out and affected by all that dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's probably also the cool kid in me, the hipster, is like, oh, now everybody hates the president. No, I don't give a shit. You know, you remember when hating the president used to be cool, you know? Like, you'd be out and you'd be like, yeah, fuck the government, fuck the president. People would be like, oh my god, who raised him? And now you're out and you're like, yeah, fuck the president. You can be in like Target and like some mom will be like, yeah, fuck the president. You clearly had good parents. You were brought up well. It's like, no, stop it. I'm a rebel, okay? I don't know. I've never liked any president. Because look, I mean, they come in, they fucking do nothing, they bomb people and fucking, you know? Like, for every one good thing a president that you like has done, I bet you there are 10 bad things that they've done. And somebody who is way more educated and qualified than me could maybe find those. But I can't. But still. Anyway, we'll move on from that. Didn't want to get political. Was that even political? I don't think it was. I think I'm just saying fuck everything. It's annoying. Did you guys see that thing? What was that show? Oh my god. Yeah, the Abducted in Plain Sight. Dude, I came home and my friend who was living with my wife and I at the time, and my wife, they were in the living room and they had just started it. And they're like, oh, great, you're in time. You can watch it. And, oh my god. I mean, it's so fucking dumb. Like, not the show or documentary or whatever it was, but the whole situation. Like, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but holy fuck. Is like one guy, and he's like a family friend, and he just manipulates the fuck out of this family, and they just keep letting it happen. Like, I mean, he like kidnaps a daughter. Like, that's a pretty big red flag, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, hey, fucking, you kidnapped my daughter. Maybe we shouldn't associate with you, but no! He keeps manipulating the fuck out of this family, and, like, I found it hard not to burst out laughing constantly throughout the whole thing, because it's so absurd. Like, there's one scene where the dad... the dad is talking about how he was hanging out with this guy, and basically what happened was the guy convinced him to jerk him off. Dude, and the dad's like, it's super serious. Like, he's like, it was the darkest moment of my life, and he's like super fucking serious, but I'm like crying of laughter because it's like, dude, what are you talking about? Not only did he kidnap your daughter, but then like he's like, hey, could you jerk me off real quick? And you're like, oh, I feel bad for him. I'll fucking, I don't know. It's so crazy. And then the whole thing gets even crazier. They're talking about aliens and fucking aliens and jerking off this guy, and a whole bunch of other shit happens, but dude, it's so fucking frustrating watching. It's like, how fucking dumb are you? Like, they're just so stupid. I can't handle it. They keep just getting manipulated by this guy. And it's not like the guy comes off as like a mastermind, like he's playing the whole family. And I mean, he's almost as big of an idiot as they are. I mean, he's talking about aliens and fucking marrying a like 16-year-old or 13-year-old girl. I don't know. I mean, it's just so crazy. I don't know how you could be so fucking oblivious, to like human nature. That's the thing. They're too fucking agreeable. Like, you gotta learn to tell people to fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, will you do this? Oh, I'm a good guy. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know why people are more like that. My lighting hopefully isn't too bad. I just realized that light back there is not on. Maybe it hasn't been on this entire time. Maybe it was never on. And now I'm just noticing it, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, being too agreeable. Dude, like, ugh. You know when you learn to be an asshole? To me, or for me, like, I learned to be an asshole every time I traveled to, like, a big city. Like, you go to New York, oh my god, or Chicago, fucking, or LA, dude. Well, maybe not so much LA, but New York and Chicago, man. The amount of people, if you smoke cigarettes, who will approach you and be like, hey, can I get a cigarette? And then you're like, yeah, I guess. And then they're like, oh, cool, that right there was an invitation for me to have a fucking 15-minute conversation with you about complete nonsense. Like, and then the people, too, like, trying to get you to, like, take their mixtape and give them money and fucking just approach you for money. I mean, then you kind of learn to be more of an asshole. And everybody makes fun of me for that, too, for being like, hey, I went to New York for a day. Now I know what's up. But, no, I mean, for real, it's so fucking annoying. Like, I see why people in big cities kind of get that stereotype of being assholes. Because if you, like, give the time of day to everybody who wants sympathy from you, you're gonna be fucking exhausted, because they're everywhere. And you never come out of one of those situations, like, feeling better. Like, yeah, if it's, like, a family friend, and they're like, hey, I need some help, or even family, and they're like, hey, I need some help, and you help them out, that's different, but well, I guess I kind of just contradicted myself by saying family friend, because that guy was a family friend. But still, you don't take it that far. If you've watched everything, you get what I mean. Like, letting your daughter, like, sleep in bed with him and this and that. Like, come on. I mean, at a certain point, like, you gotta know to tell people to go get fucked, I mean, you just open yourself up to being used and manipulated by people if you aren't just like, hey, yeah, buddy, why don't you go fuck yourself? I don't know. But it was pretty interesting nonetheless. I definitely recommend watching it. I watched those Ted Bundy documentaries too, or tapes or whatever it was. Those were pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, he is also an idiot. Like, you have to be such a narcissist to think, hey, these lawyers practice law as a job. How about I undermine everything they do, because clearly I know better. Like, I mean, he completely fucked himself, and that's why he got the chair. But, I don't know. It's just so stupid. And it was funny, too. Well, I guess not funny. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Fuck you. Watching him, dude, describe, or having, like, the people describe the murders. He's just like, yeah, and then what happened? Oh, yeah, then what did you see? Oh, it's so fucking weird. What a weird guy. Killing all those people. If you kill people, probably a weird guy. Probably pretty crazy, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, back to the agreeable thing. Talking about cities that fucking suck. Or not even suck, but just drive me crazy. Dude, Naples, Florida, my wife and I went there. Oh my god. Dude, everybody is so fucking pretentious there. Like, dude, people in Naples, Florida are like rich. Like, rich. I mean, like in Michigan, where I am, you have like rich, where you're like, oh, that person has like a $3 million house. No, these people are like fucking rich, like 30, $40 million house. And oh man, are they pieces of shit. Dude, like the housewives, you get walking down the sidewalk. Like my wife and I were walking to the beach, and there was like a group of these like three women walking, and they're rolling like three deep on the sidewalk, taking the whole thing up, you know, like fucking assholes. And we're like walking toward them, and they just don't move. Like we walked, like we would have ran into them, but we like cut off onto the grass right before we hit them. Like, that's how fucking, they wouldn't even look at us. That's how pretentious and arrogant the people are in Naples, Florida. Oh, man. And you see that shit, too, where, like, some lady will have, like, a Latina lady walking her kids. Like, we saw one where, this maid was pushing like two kids in a stroller and had one kid walking next to her. And then the mom is walking right next to him. Like, what the fuck? That's so crazy to me. That would be like if I hired a dog walker and walked with the dog walker. I'm like, yeah, I want you to fucking walk my dog, but I'll walk next to you while you walk my dog. You know, because I don't trust you. Or whatever. I don't know. It's just like, hey, bitch, why don't you push your own stroller? I don't know. I don't get it. It's fucking weird when you see people with that much money. Like, we saw like a McLaren just pulling up, which is crazy because they make like 1,000 of them a year or something. Don't quote me on that, but it's around that. Because I think, like, the mold gets worn out, so they only make X amount. But, and yeah, fucking Bentleys everywhere. Dude, like, the poor people of Naples drive, like, Mercedes. And they're fucking horrible drivers, too, because they're all old as fucking Naples. But they're all super aggressive drivers. Like, we saw so many cars over, or like flipped over. We saw a Mercedes SUV flipped over in a ditch. Just fucked. And, I mean, there were accidents everywhere on the road. And I remember trying to pull out of a fucking, not Kroger, but a Publix. Yeah, that's what they call their Krogers, trying to pull out of there. I have some like 90-year-old woman behind me honking at me to turn when I'm totally not clear. Like, they're crazy. We got in an Uber while we were there because I didn't even want to drive down there because the driver's just terrified the fuck out of me. And we get in this Uber and I'm talking to him and I'm like, dude, the drivers down here are fucking nuts. Like, nobody down here knows how to drive. He's like, oh, I don't think so. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just, like, I don't think they're that bad. And I'm like, what? And then out of nowhere, in the middle of traffic, he just busts a U-turn and fucking boom. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, okay, you're one of them. You're one of them. That's why you don't think they're bad. Fucking horrible, man. Horrible. Trying to figure out how long this podcast has been going. Okay. I think I figured it out. About 15 minutes. Alright. I am going to pee. Take a quick break. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. I had to pee like a motherfucker. Which if you've ever watched me on Twitch or anything, you know that I pretty much have to pee constantly. And then I also had to smoke, which I do smoke cigarettes, but I'll quit doing that at one point. Although, cool thing that happened is I just started germinating my tobacco plants. That should be pretty cool. Oh god. That burp. Okay. No, the hiccups. God damn it. Okay. Yeah. That should be fun. Apparently, tobacco plants smell super good, and I'm convinced that one of the things with tobacco that fucking kills you is all the radioactive pesticides on there. And I mean, I buy the organic stuff, but growing tobacco, it should be a pretty interesting thing. You know what I want to get? I want to get, like, one of those cool pipes to smoke it out of that they have in Lord of the Rings. My wife and I have been watching Lord of the Rings. She's never seen it before, which I like. Dude, I grew up on Lord of the Rings. On my 9th birthday, I went and saw Return of the King in theaters, which was awesome. Although, having a theater full of 9-year-olds, I feel bad for everybody else in that theater. I remember we had one guy in front of us, and he had like a bald patch on the back of his head, and we were like throwing candy at him to try to hit the bald patch. Dude, and we'd like lick gummy bears and try to chuck them at the screen and make them stick. Oh my god. Dude, I would fucking kill a kid in a movie theater. No. I actually have a couple times. No, I'm kidding. I haven't, but I sure would like to. Yeah, but oh man, what great movies. Amazon is going to be coming out with that series with Lord of the Rings or whatever. They should be starting production this year. And I guess they're going to start it. It's not going to be related to the movies, really. It's going to be like about Aragon, like his younger years. Should be interesting. But yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to see how that goes. I think it should be good, though. Amazon has been putting out some great content lately. Like, there was that one documentary of the people who were trying to get into the Just for Laughs festival, the New Faces. That was really good. And the Mrs. Maisel one. That's great. Fucking. Oh, then what was that other one? I don't know. There was one other one that I started watching with Fred Armisen. The one where, I don't know, Forever? I think that's what it's called. That was good. That was pretty good. Yeah. Oh man. Totally forgot what I was even gonna talk about. But I feel like I was gonna talk about something. Yeah, I have no idea. But that, oh, who's that one actor? I can never remember his name. The dude who played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. I saw that a lot of people, they were upset that he won the Oscar for that because the movie wasn't historically accurate. But again, that's another one of those things. I don't know. I didn't really give a shit about it. I saw the movie. I thought it was a good movie. Maybe if I were a bigger Queen fan, then it would bother me. I mean, I think all of those awards in general are kind of bullshit. Like the Grammys especially can go get fucked for real. But I don't know. Even the Oscars. I guess so. I can kind of understand where people are coming from when they're upset about that. Because, I mean, like, clearly, greatest band in the world, who are they? Yeah, you know. The Beatles, of course. And I guess if they made a movie about the Beatles and it was totally off, I would be pretty annoyed if it was like critically acclaimed and won a bunch of awards just for the fact that I fucking love the Beatles. Dude, I remember getting the Beatles Rock Band. You remember Rock Band? Oh man, Rock Band was a shit. I had to find the new Rock Band on Xbox. The drum sets, which is what I fucking tear it up on, they were going for like something crazy, like $500. And I ended up finding it for $250 on Facebook Marketplace. So that was cool. So then I had a copy of Rock Band. And it drove my wife crazy because I'd be up at like 3 in the morning just fucking. And we live in a condo, so maybe not cool. But I tried to keep it quiet, you know. You put like a little like dishcloth on the drum pad so it's not as loud. Or if it got too late, if it was like 5 in the morning, I'd be singing. Which was probably even more obnoxious. But hey, you know what? Fuck it, right? I used to kill it at Rock Band, though. Let me get another beer. Dude, today, yeah, drinking that Soft Parade. Oh, yeah. Dude, Soft Parade is so good. I found it. They had it at Kroger on sale today. Only $13.99 for a 12-pack. And it's like 7.5%. And you know what? It tastes like blueberries and raspberries and strawberries. And I love it. Okay? It is wonderful. Let me see. Let's try to switch it up. I'm gonna go on Twitter, and I'm gonna see what is trending right now. I'm gonna talk shit about it. The Bachelor, fuck The Bachelor. Alright. Dude, The Bachelor keeps popping up on my Hulu for continue watching. And my wife is always like, oh, you been watching The Bachelor? I'm like, no, I haven't been fucking watching The Bachelor. Why don't you go suck a dick? Mine. But don't. Okay? Fuck The Bachelor. Dude, I don't even know any of these things on here. That's how out of touch I am with fucking current trends. I don't really give a shit about them. Dude, current trends are always such bullshit. They come and they pass, and that is what they do. Oh, I guess the Michael Jackson thing. That people are talking about that. I didn't even watch that yet. I'll have to watch that. I do have HBO, which I fucking pay way too much for. You want $15 a month for fucking HBO? But Crashing is on HBO, which is a great show. And then that new season of Game of Thrones is coming. But yeah, I haven't watched Michael Jackson things, so I'm not really gonna comment on it other than, like, I feel like it pretty much confirms everything that anybody's ever been saying forever about the entire thing. Yeah, so... Oh, God. That burp. Oh, and Luke Perry died today. Rest in peace, man. Fucking... Weren't they doing that reboot of 90210? That really fucks that up. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god. Wait, no. I'm not even gonna go to that. I want to talk about what happened, not yesterday, but the day before. My mom, she texted me and she wanted me to get her a pack of cigarettes and an iced tea, and not even kidding. Hold on, let me find the text. She goes, and can you get... Wait, where is it? God damn it. Oh yeah, a tray of veggie sushi from Kroger for the kids' lunches tomorrow. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, you want me to bring a tray of sushi for my little brother and sister who are 6 and 7? Dude, when I was 6 and 7, I was not fucking eating sushi. Like, get the fuck out of here. And you know what I ended up doing? I went to Kroger. They didn't have the veggie sushi, which I wasn't going to buy it anyway. But they did have Lunchables on sale for $1 each. So I picked up 2 Lunchables and I brought those. And I told my mom, I was like, hey, you know that's fucking insane, right? That you would buy your tiny fucking children sushi. And I expected her to have some kind of like rebuttal or something, you know, like, oh, it's not fucking crazy. But no, she was like, yeah, I know. You know, like when you tell people something and they're like, yeah, you're right. Like, why the fuck would you ever? You know, what? Why would you ever do that shit? Dude, I never ate sushi when I was a kid. Are you kidding me? I never even ate sushi when I was a teenager. Except for when I was 16, I worked at a sushi place for 2 days. And I did eat some sushi there. which was weird because I don't eat meat, but don't freak out, okay? Calm down. I'm not one of those, like, fucking vegetarian, like, no, fucking, you're a murderer, you're crazy. No, come on. Okay? I know, obviously, that there's nothing wrong with eating meat, okay? So relax, alright? Calm down. God damn it. You're killing me. But no, the owner, he was like hardcore Japanese, like, ugh, you know, fucking that like Japanese type, like first gen. And he offered me a spicy tuna roll. And I didn't eat like fish or seafood either, but yeah, he offered it to me, and I'm like, okay, well, he's Japanese, and he's holding a big sushi knife, so clearly he'll kill me if I don't eat it. But no, I grabbed it, you know, to be respectful, like if somebody offers you, you know, food, I don't know. And I ate it, and I've got to tell you, whoo, spicy tuna roll? Fuck! God damn, those are so goddamn good. Alright, my computer went into sleep mode there for a second and quit the recording, so it fucked everything up. But what I was talking about was a spicy tuna roll that my boss offered me when I worked at a sushi place for 2 days when I was like 16. And yeah, holy fuck. That shit was so good. And I don't know. I was kind of worried about eating raw fish too, but I've got to say, not bad. That shit was super good. But yeah, anyway, no, I didn't eat fucking sushi when I was a kid. I can't believe my mom would even ever ask me for anything like that. Dude, it's like $8 too. That's why I bought the $1 Lunchables. Want me to spend a bunch of money on sushi. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But, yeah. Hey, anyway, that right there, I think, will be the first episode. Next episode, I'll probably have a guest on. I may not. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But it depends. Anyway, episodes will be uploaded every Tuesday and Thursday. Or, I mean, they're going to be uploaded every Tuesday and Saturday. Sorry. That's what I'm going to make the schedule. I was going to do it Monday and Friday, but I didn't end up getting one uploaded on Monday today. So, you know, shit happens. So we'll make it every Tuesday and Saturday. And if you've made it this far, I really appreciate that you've been watching. Alright? It's the beginning of UnBEARable. Alright? So we're gonna have to learn to get better, and I'm gonna have to learn to, you know, hire a producer and get a jingle and get topics together and throw up some videos that everybody can watch and get some guests on here. But, you know, fucking figured I'd just start doing it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing it, okay? Alright, calm down. Don't come at me like that. I'm doing it. So part of doing it means I may not always be completely prepared, but I don't know. I feel like I had a direction I was going there. It felt like it was going to get very motivational, didn't it? But then it didn't get motivational. It just fucking dropped off. So, whatever. Anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. And another thing, the surprise wheel right here for those of you who have made it to the end. If you go ahead and you drop a comment on YouTube, god damn it, quit spinning, or you drop a comment on one of the posts of the episodes at leightonward.com/unbearable, what I will do is I will pick however many comments I can pick to fill up this prize wheel. I'll put your name on there, and if you win, you will get a goodie bag, right? We've got these UnBEARable stickers like the one on the back of the mic. You'll get a t-shirt, and you will get other various UnBEARable paraphernalia. I do want to make some shoes. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, you will join the club, the exclusive, the 1% of UnBEARable listeners who get to be part of the wonderful club that gets these exclusive goodies. Okay? So go ahead and leave a comment, and I will catch you guys on Saturday. Goodbye.